Can you explain chaos magic?
Chaos magic is pretty much playing with your subconscious to make your to implement your will onto reality, and it's called chaos because it usually, well, it's from the chaos magic movement that turned into kind of like that Crowley thing, but basically it's called chaos because everyone's doing stuff to get something for themselves, so it gets very chaotic, and the world gets destroyed if everyone knows how to do this. But the start of it was mostly sigils, like McDonald's. The M in McDonald's is a sigil. It's a hypercharged sigil, and the more attention you bring to symbols, the more power they get. That's why they do them in arenas and Super Bowls and stuff like that. And pretty much why everyone wants to be an influencer is because the more attention you can get on something, the more you can charge it with that kind of
Let's go, pal. I'm making a withdrawal here.
I'm that. Okay. I think I say the word too much. It lost power. I used to be more powerful when I said it. In yogi practices, the throat chakra, you're not supposed to actually speak a lot, so your words have more power. So they unravel it. And I say nigga too. I spam nigga too hard. Like it's losing power on my tongue. Actually, I say nigga so much that a lot of people don't realize I'm saying it. They go, "Wait, did you just say that?" So I'm kind of like, it's lost its power. Plus, when I say nigga, it has no power because like you can't sense racism. Like there's no racism in my voice, so it's not that powerful of a word. But behind someone who has intent of hatred, that word is like that teacher who said, "Could you lend a nigga a pencil?" He isn't really racist, so it was just funny. Kanye's apology to the chosen people. Well, let's just say my team stopped talking to him. No, I think Kanye is I think the stress is getting to him around this time of the year, and could be that they're taking his kids away from him. That's why he did that, or that it's a fake letter. But I'm not on the inside. I just get my email of what to do, and I say yes to the CIA, and I do it. I don't actually talk to them. Well, I'm a chaos agent, so I'm allowed to do anything, right? They never say stop, Zherka, because I get to be myself, and if people support me, then the CIA supports me. If people don't, then the CIA says, "This, you're not doing it, bro. You got to win over the youth." So we're doing things my way.
Let's go, pal. I'm making a withdrawal here.
WaterXZ donated $5. Will you dive deep into the Maximus family in your documentary?
No. Thoughts on Eminem? Well, first of all, it's Slim Shady that's the great rapper, not Eminem. Uh, it depends where you put Rap God and all that new stuff, but look, I'm gonna just say it like this, dude. You guys aren't gonna like what I say, but I gotta tell the truth. Dr. Umar guy, he's correct. He's right. If rap, and you could say, "Oh, well, it's English language. It's a white." No, it's an international language, really. But you could say whatever you want about it. But by the way, English language is the simplified version mastery of spellcasting. But the original languages actually had the vibrations bent reality when they would say El, like Elohim or Mikael or Raphael or whatever. There, when humans used to speak, it used to sonically change reality, and now the coded language A is 1, B is 2. It's gotten weakened, right? And they did that on purpose, right? Like they do certain things to keep us always in a weakened state. Like I don't ever say good morning because I'm not mourning anyone's death. Um, that's a spell casting. That's in how you say. That's like the image of what you're saying. You're not noticing is in your subconscious, and it pings, bing bong bing. And the subconscious isn't just when you're sleeping, guys. It's like the elephant that you appease with a peanut throughout the day. It's got a mind of its own, and it is linked to God. But usually, if you explore the depths, you find the devil, because it's just so much easier to find the devil in the world, because it's so much easier to be in a fearful mind state than it is to be in a. It's love and fear. These are the only two mindsets. And love is courage. It's the synonym for courage. Courage is synonym for faith, faith in God. So it's just, faith in God or fear. And it's so much easier to be in your lower vibration. So it's so much easier to just you submit throughout the day. Like, even if you get everything done and you're a millionaire and you're killing it in life, you're still submitting to the spell casting. That's why you're a nihilist. That's why you need God. And when you have God, you still need God. When you have God, you struggle with faith, right? You have bad days, good days. So it's like the whole system is designed to keep you down. But when you think of zillions of dollars designed to keep you down, depressed, and low vibration, when you think of how much power and money it takes to keep a soul down, you start to ask yourself, how strong is that soul? That, like, we're at the lowest point in history where women close the gap on cheating with men, even though they're like 20 times less horny or some shit. If you think about it, wow, the human soul is so powerful that you need zillions of dollars to just, and it still fights. The soul still fights for Christ, still fights for, You don't believe in reincarnation? No. Well, here's the thing. I believe in, and you can pull from a collective unconscious, not what Carl Jung said, where I don't believe what he said, his hypothesis of the collective unconscious was all people. I don't believe that. I think it's ancestral. So you can pull from your ancestors. And that's why racism and tribalism is huge, because, you're linked to that ancestral traumatic bloodline. That's the suffering bloodline. All your ancestors suffered with the same. And I do believe that your ancestors suffered with the same things you suffered. So if you had a big problem with whores like me, and you hate whore society, I believe even when it was more clean, my ancestors had my temperament. The TTS doesn't work if you guys cuss. Yeah, so I agree with Dr. Umar that I don't think Eminem should be given greatest of all time, because it's a black thing. And if I was a black guy and I saw Eminem be given it, I'd be like, okay, but did anyone match Eminem's skill set? Sure they did. Jay-Z did. Kanye did. Nas did. You could say Pac. I'm not really a Pac guy. Yeah, people have matched his skill set. It's just that Eminem was the most violent. So he's so easy to be remembered because the guy was the highest level dark magic. Like, when you think of black magic, Eminem's talking about slaughtering his mother. He's easily the most memorable because he's the darkest. He's the most evil. Like, a lot of you guys don't realize that when I listen to music, I still find them cringe when I unplug the headphones. I don't absorb Eminem the way you guys do. It's still a Satanist, right? Like, most of Slim Shady's work was pretty fucking. But then people say, Zherka, you talk about like rape and murder, so you're like the Eminem of streaming. And yeah, I should tone that down, actually. I'm starting to sound evil. And I'm the good guy. But yeah, is Slim Shady the greatest of all time? Yeah, he's like in top 3. But it would be cringe. I love DMX, yeah. And he came around to got it then. Yeah, if I was a black guy, I would never give it to Eminem. Like, why would you do that? That's Right. I love when black guys are tribal for black people. I love when white people are tribal for white people. I love when Chinese are tribal for, right. I still see them as like they need Christ, the Chinese. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Personally, I've listened to more Kanye than Eminem, and I actually think Lil Wayne is better than Slim Shady for music, not for talent, not
Labad29 donated
lyrics.
$5. Wouldn't by that logic it's like saying basketball and football awards should be given to white people because they invented the sport?
No. It would only be like that if they were on equal terms. Like, who's equal to Kobe? It's very few people. But in rap, they're kind of equal. Like, Lil Wayne is better than Eminem, but Eminem is a better lyricist. But is he? Because Eminem, how the do you compare Lil Wayne to Eminem? Like, I love, like, if you put a gun in my head and said you could pick one, I would be stuck. I'd be like, I listen to both. What the fuck?
Abzin donated $5. How to stop putting women on a pedestal.
Usually, if you upgrade your life and make yourself a champion, they look more inferior. But I've been told that I'm wrong about this because a lot of successful men still pedestal the women. I would say this. This is gonna sound really sellout. Just only listen to Zherka. Watch Zherka content, and that's it. Everyone who watches Zherka content, for some reason, women are off a pedestal. My audience do not do that pedestal as much as other people. But I don't want to say that answer because you should watch other people too. I've noticed if you just watch me, you become a little angry.
Malcolm X Ultra donated $11. Was Malcolm X the only leader with intellectual influence that JQ'd?
No. I know JFK JQ'd a little bit. Man, there's so much buried stuff. I had to go on my buried notes. I have so much declassified CIA shit. I think Nixon got checked quick, but Malcolm X, the way he JQ'd was so intelligent too. It wasn't like up in your face. It was the mail is being systematically shut down by the Jewish leader, and I'm surprised they even took him out like that. But yeah, Eminem, Lil Wayne, Nas, they're all kind of on the same level for me. I don't see Eminem as that much better than Wayne. Well, it depends what songs. Like, Lil Wayne has so many shitty songs that you forget he's good. And then Eminem has like good, and then when he goes from Slim Shady to Eminem, he starts becoming a little not afraid and stuff that I don't really enjoy. Jack Doherty says he needs you to revive his career. Oh, that'll happen when I live out there. I'll help him out. I still like making content with. I think it's funny. And some of the greatest memes came from his house. Like when I opened the Discord. So he's not. I like that Doherty bought his girls Rolexes with the money that he made off of them. His Suge Knight. You've done 20-hour streams without eating. Yeah, dude, ever since I was 16, if I'm working or enjoying myself, I forget to eat. Is anyone else like that? Like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've always been like that. I used to always eat at 8 p.m. when I'm done school after sports. And yeah. And I'm those kind of guys that if like you put anything in my stomach, I get and I don't know, I get like sleepy, so I have to avoid that.
Serpent Temple donated $5. How about you talk about Genesis and the forbidden fruit of knowledge? The serpent told Adam and Eve they could be like God, which satanic Andrew Tate is doing now, which is why he has a serpent tattoo.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna kind of like piss a lot of people off, but that raging dragon or the serpent or any snake symbolism in these books, it's not, yeah, you can take it in a literal sense, but it is talking about the raging serpent with wings. It's talking about your penis. Every single time, that's the tempter. That root chakra energy is what tempts you. That's what's making you a loser or a millionaire. But that's what a dragon is throughout all of mythology.
Let's go, pal. I'm making a withdrawal here.
MK donated $5. John, could you react to the David Icke interview with Arizona Wilder? She is an ex-MK Ultra slave who was used by the British royal family to help perform high-level satanic rituals. Icke's lizard theory was based on this interview.
Let's go, pal. I'm making a withdrawal here.
Jeff donated $5. What books do you recommend I read first?
I think you should read the Bible, and then you can read anything and reverse engineer it.
Let's go, pal. I'm making a withdrawal here.
JD donated $5. I found my faith in Christ again. But I always have that little voice in the back of my head that says man is just afraid of their mortality and we're all just playing pretend at the end of the day. How do you get past this?
Well, it's simple, really. It's like, for thousands of years, did everyone get it wrong? The best way to see this is evolution's the opposite. In the Egyptian times, we had clairvoyant vision. We could see each other's auras. We could psych